Hey, so I have a haul video. I know I haven't made any videos. Well, besides those two. Those two calendar ones. We can play when I'm done. Yeah. Sorry if Honey Lemon's barking is incredibly loud. I know she gets extremely vocal at night. Not biting my hand. Go play with yourself. Go bug June. She'll have something to tell you. Yeah. So, I forgot to show, my mom gave me these for Christmas. Which are now covered in dog hair. It's cotton wrapping paper that I'm gonna have to take a lint roller to. I actually laughed at her when I saw these in her house, because she's notoriously bad about hiding presents. And I was like, what are you gonna do with cotton wrapping paper? Turns out she was giving it to me. She was giving me the cotton wrapping paper. So, yeah, I've got that green stripy one. And this red poinsettia one. I don't know if the light's going to catch it at all. So yeah, there's that. I don't know, I thought it'd be fun to make cards with, but there's a lot of cotton wrapping paper on these rolls. Only make like 100,000 cards, Not that many, but you know what I mean. So yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with it. And then onto Temu. I got these two watercolor books. This one I bought for myself. It's like practice watercolor books. I'm giving this one to Wendy because they didn't want it back. So I got it because it had this cute wabbit on the front, and so I thought I'd be painting this really more realistic looking wabbit, and no, I'm not. Here are all the images that you'll be painting. There is a rabbit on here, but it's pretty dorky looking. There's two dorky dogs, a dorky duck, a dorky whale. What is that, a humpback whale? Is that a baleen whale? I think it's a humpback. Shit, I don't know my whales anymore. Goldfish looks nice. Chicken, Stupid butterfly, stupid frog, stupid cat, stupid deer, stupid bird. So I guess the only two I like on here are the chicken and the goldfish. So I'm just going to give it to Wendy. And, they are nice. I think, I don't, how it has, the instructions, the colors that you'll need. And then it has a very light, which you're not going to be able to see. Very light outline drawing of the chicken. And it gives you the instructions on how to water paint the chicken, or whatever you're going to be watercoloring, painting. And then I had bought this one. So that one was animals. This one is flowers, I believe. I had gotten this one for Wendy. There are the flowers. It looks kind of dark. I'm sorry. I'm doing this at night. I was going to make this video during the day. But, I don't know. I really be procrastinating making videos these days. It's just so mildly sad, but, yeah. I was surprised. I was looking at, all my videos, and, yeah, I've never cared, too much about subscribers, but I was looking at the views for each video, and, like, all my videos got, like, 10 to 15 views. A couple of those views were mine when I was watching it to edit, the extent of my editing. And, I was like, whoa, that one has a lot of views, and it was finished diamond painting. So I actually have a set of diamond paintings that I want to show you. Maybe I'll do that after this, because I wanted to get some of this stuff shown so I could put it away. Hilarious. Another one? Yeah. Okay. So I gotten these 3 packs of round drills. They are blue in color. I didn't pull out my Princess Kita painting before I bought these, but they were cheap enough. I didn't really care. These are glow in the dark blue. So, you know, I've got the ones that are more white colored that glow green, you know. And I really wanted a glow in the dark that glowed blue. Because Princess Kita, you know, her powers in the movie, you know, the stones, they glow. Yeah, I'm saying the word glow right. They they glow blue. But I don't know. I need to keep my eyes out for, I think, for some white drills that glow blue, you know, because I'm not sure if this color blue will work on the painting because I didn't pull it out. But like they were like 30-40 cents a packet, so I bought the last 3 that they had. And then I got this paper punch. I was going to return it because, again, it's too big. But I just decided to keep it. It's this punch. And it's the same size, basically, as my other 2. So now I have a rounded petal one, a cherry blossom, so a divoted petal one. And then I have this pointed petal punch. All the same size. I still need something smaller. And then, so these unlocked. So I was like, oh, that's a good deal on tiny buttons. And I needed more tiny buttons yeah, I did. I do. I needed more tiny buttons for my little felt ornaments that I'm making. You know, I have a Bucilla kit that I'm slowly working through. You know, I'm slowly, when I feel like making an ornament, I'll make an ornament. But instead of doing French knots, because what's frustrating is that I figured out how to do French knots when I first learned how to cross stitch, which isn't too hard. You know, cross stitches, you're making an X. It's not too fucking hard. But you know, I had known how to do French knots, and then now I can't do French knots. I don't know why. And so when, you know, the ornament calls for French knots, I've just been sewing on a little tiny button. But the little tiny buttons I have are at least double the size of these. And the holes in these are so tiny that you'd have to be like using a beading needle, you know, which you're not going to be able to fit regular thread through. So I decided to keep them. Yeah. I figured I could just save these and use them in cards. And then I had made this particular order on I almost said Craigslist. Was I on Craigslist recently? I don't think I was. For these under table rollers. It was $2 cheaper if I got a mystery rainbow color, or if I wanted a solid color roller, then I could pay $2 more. So I got the mystery rainbow, which I probably would have paid more to get the mystery rainbow anyways, because I'm just a gimmicky type of person. So, yeah, I got these. I hope they will work. Because I'm working on right now I'm working on a true to size 40 by 80 knockoff of a Yume art canvas that I got as a gift from Emmy. And I've probably got like a quarter of it left to do. I was gonna try and power through it this weekend, but I had a really bad flare up, and sitting down was excruciating. So I've been standing, walking, or laying, which if I laid too long, that would also put me in a tizzy. So, and then the other thing that I really need to get on Temu was some red line tape, because I'd used up all the ones that I had gotten a de-stash from Leela. And so I bought 2 different kinds. I was going to buy a name brand, and then Wendy talked me out of it. I'm glad she did, because I really didn't want to pay the price for a name brand. It's probably why I've never bought it myself. Anyway, so I had gotten this one. I knew it was a 1/4 inch. I think this is a 1/4 inch. I think it kind of looks a little bit thinner than a 1/4 inch. This is not sorry, my MS is progressing to the point where my speech is affected. So you will have to excuse me as I try and figure out what I'm trying to say. So this is, it's really thick. Like, I'd say it, I want to say like 16 of an inch thick. It's just, I don't know how to describe it. But it's thick enough where, you know, can you see through that? Through the camera? Anyway, I can see through the roll. I can see through the roll, because this is like, it's kind of like, like the nano tape. I think I've never actually bought nano tape, but just by looking at pictures, it reminds me of the thick, clear, jelly type nano tape, and it smells really bad. I decided to keep it. I don't know why. I will discover. Yeah, and I find this annoying that I have to keep this plastic sheeting on the side, you know, because it's so thick that the sides are sticky. So I have to keep that on when it's not in use. And then I bought this, and I'm not going to open this package because I have one open at my table. I've already been using it. This is, it's not as thick as red line tape. That plastic covering it is pretty thick, but the tape itself is really thin, but it is really high tack, and it's fibrous like a duct tape. Like, if you look at the texturing of a duct tape, that's what this clear tape looks like. This, I think, is great. There was 3 rolls, and I think it was like $5 for the 3 rolls. So I thought that was a really good deal. I think that this thinner one was like $3.50. I had just bought a couple different ones to try. Oh. Let me move this wrapping paper. I don't know where I'm going to stick that. Yeah, because everywhere in my house, dog hair happens, you know? Maybe I'll stick it with... I don't plan on using this as wrapping paper, you know? But maybe I'll just stick it with the wrapping paper to store, because even if I have it up, you know, it'll still get covered in dust and dog hair. Alright, so this diamond painting I tried to return. I was hoping it would turn out good, and it's just not. I mean, I can see definition in the picture, but when you look at the symbols, it's all black. You know, you can tell, like... Okay. Can you see what that is? Let me roll it. I forget when these haven't been out, you know, that you can't just make them lay flat like you can a more expensive canvas. Okay, let's see if that, okay, so, can you see, yeah, you can see that, yeah. Okay, so she's wearing a hood, and she has, like, gray hair. She got her wrist right here. In the background, the hood, wrist, all black. So I like dark imagery, you know, and I thought it was cool looking. There's another one Temu has where the girl's face is like an animal face, like a furry, you know. That one, I was like, oh, that looks cool, and then I realized that her face had fur on it, and I was like, oh god, no. Who does she think she is? Me? Yeah, so I saw that one. The largest I could find it in was a 40 by 40. And it's I don't know if it being bigger would have helped, you know, because the rendering was no bueno. It was no bueno. So yeah, I tried to return this one. Timo said, no, it's not worth the money to have you send it back. And I was like, I know. And so they said, keep it. I said, okay, I will. Are you gonna? No. Stay. Okay, we'll just throw you back there for a second. Alright, this next one I was so excited about. I bought it right away when I saw it. And I love it. I love it a lot. I don't know the prices of these. I'm trying to be more conscientious of the ones I buy on Temu. You know, because they're expensive, and it's not unexpected. It's our fault, you know. Tariffs, you know, we make them pay more tariffs. They're gonna push down those added expenses onto us. So I'm not surprised or resentful about it. It just is what it is. This one I probably would have paid whatever they wanted for it because I loved it so much, and I do love it. It's another 40 by 40. Again, dark imagery. I love that she's like crying. I mean, this is a pretty solid stream of tears, but she doesn't exactly look alive either, so I guess that's allowed. I love like these patchwork hearts, the cracking background, her lips. They're either cracked or bleeding black blood. Her eyes are closed. I don't know. I thought she was just pretty dope looking, and I really liked her. Hopefully you can see that okay. So, yeah, those are the two. Pretty much slowed my roll on buying Temu paintings, but I still buy them from time to time. Okay, this, when Amazon was having their sale, not sure it was the most terrific sale in the world, but I'm so fucking gullible, it's not funny. I'm also a hypocrite. Not a big horse fan. Why the fuck do I keep buying horses? I don't know. And I'm terrified that they're gonna be the new Apple. Because I have like 15 fucking apples. And after doing that first apple, I was like, I don't know if I like apples. So, yeah, we'll see. Have I done a horse? No, I have not done a horse yet. So, okay, so, Amazon sale. This was Pastel Horse by Riley Gray. It's 33 by 45.7 centimeters. 42 colors, 1 B and 3 fairy dust. It's round. I'm sorry, I don't remember if I said that or not. I think it's pretty. There wasn't a whole lot of, I love smaller canvases, you know. I love completing a project sooner than later, and, you know, when you're working on a bigger project, you know, the satisfaction is greatly delayed, so... You know, it's like, yeah, I'll buy some smaller Diamond Art Club paintings while I have the chance. And now typically shop on Amazon, so oh, it was stupid that they shipped. I bought 3 canvases that day, and they shipped all 3 canvases separately, and they came from the same box. I was like, really? Really? It's not that it bothered me getting them at delayed times. I just felt it was wasteful and stupid. Just purely stupid. If I was going to choose one point, I felt it was stupid. Alright, so that is the horse. I think she's pretty. We're going to call it a girl. I don't know. I like the horse. I do. Alright, let me get the next one. Okay, this one is Starry Night Dash Night Music by Wanda Mum. It's 33 centimeters by 46 centimeters. It is a square, 63 colors, including 3 ABs. This is one that I bought during Black Friday on Diamond Art Club, and they refunded me the canvas, telling me they couldn't find it in their warehouse. Then, you know, when Amazon was having their sale, there was the canvas. I was, you know, I'm just a little bit surprised that they couldn't communicate, like, you know, with from one warehouse to another warehouse, be like, hey, we can't find this particular canvas. Do you have it in your canvas or in your warehouse? And they could be like, yeah, we have it in our warehouse. Let me get that out to you. But it is what it is. I have it now. I just paid more money for it. Alright, not a landscape person. If you give me like Cape Cod, pastels, white picket fence, bicycles, get the fuck away from me. If you give me something that looks like my home, yeah, I'd love to do it. So, am I a hypocrite? I am, like the horses. Well, let's just say my tastes in landscapes are just, are very preferred. Was that the word? I don't know what word I'm trying to say. Specific. Is that, I think that is the right one. My tastes in landscapes are very specific. I think I said it was a square. Yeah, it's beautiful. I've seen pictures of this done. Beautiful. Beautiful. Hopefully you guys can see it okay at this angle. Because I'm not going to get to any big canvases. I guess if my camera charges enough in time. So yes, there is Starry Night Dash Night Music by Wanda Mum. And then I have one more Amazon one to share with you. Okay, this last one I have to share with you is called Violet Persuasion by Wanda Mum again. And it's 32.8 by 57.7. So this one's a little bit longer of a canvas. It is round, 57 colors, 2 ABs, and one iridescent, and 3 what's the difference between is that metallic? I just wish they would stop being cute with their adjectives and just, if it's metallic, just say it's, no, the metallics, those are like the electro, right? And then the iridescent, that's kind of like the blingy ones. Yeah, I can see it. Okay, so iridescent are like the clear blings. Okay. It's mostly sky. All these stars are the iridescent ones. I do recall opening up this box before, so yes, I have looked at it. These trees are mildly pixelated, but I love a good rainbow. I love a good rainbow. So, you know, I mean, if I can add a rainbow to a landscape, that makes it all the more enticing. Yeah, I told you the stats. I don't remember how much I paid for all these. There were a couple that I wanted, like the Dalmatian puppy that had like the paints on it, but looking at the chart, you know, on Amazon, I was like, that's not gonna come out clear. Yeah, it's gonna look super pixelated for the size, so didn't get that one. There was another one, another landscape I was gonna get, but it just whittled it down to the 3. I should have not gotten the horse and gotten the other landscape, but what's done is done. Okay, so that's my haul for today. I have boxes of large paintings from DAC that I need to show. You know, I'm always dragging my heels to show those because they're a pain in the ass to show. And nobody watches my videos anyways. What's the point? But, you know, Wendy, I know you watch my videos. My thoughts are fleeting. I'm sorry. So yeah, I should have, maybe I'll do my finished canvases next. I did kind of want to wait until I finish this Yume art one knockoff. Like I said, I was going to try and finish it on my weekend, but I was just in agony. Unfortunately, I just couldn't power through that, you know? So I don't know. Maybe I'll show the ones that I've finished next video. Maybe I'll just try and work on showing some of my DAC canvases. So, okay. Thank you for watching. If you did it, I'll talk to you later. Adios.